Coming up on this week's newscast, we have a look at the Women's Empowerment Middle School outreach and a Little St. Patty's Day quiz for the BNI community. All this and more on this week's episode. Get ready because BNN starts now. Hi, I'm Adrian Guerrero. Bishop Knowles yearbooks from 2022 through 2023 are still on sale. If you have not yet purchased a yearbook, go to jostens.com and order one now. Next year, we'll bring some changes to the school parking lot. Students who want to drive to school will have to purchase a parking pass, register their car with the school, and must park in the reserved parking lot.
Okay, so students will have parking decals next year because we need to know which cars are in the lot. So you'll be required, it's going to be a Google form. You'll be required to fill out the Google form. You're just going to tell me who you are, who owns the car, who's the car registered to, what insurance do you have. It's to protect you and us. So there's going to be a little decal you're going to have to put on your rearview mirror, and that's how we're going to roll.
Ms. Melendez is offering a contest for students who want to design the parking pass. The winning design will get chosen at the decal, and the winning student will receive a free pass. Interested students can submit their designs to a Google form that Melendez will send out to the student body.
Okay, so since the juniors, it affects them the most, I'm going to do a contest and let them decorate or create the decal. And then whoever wins the contest of which one that we like the most, they'll get their own little personal comfy day. So I think that'll be a cool little contest. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna announce it pretty soon. Probably when we get back from spring break, I'll announce it. Juniors, hey, this is your opportunity. Since you gotta have a decal anyway, why don't you design it?
Last week, the administration department hosted a freshman registration night to help incoming freshmen and their families enroll at Bishop Knoll with this year's class of 185. The school expects next year's class to surpass 200. Here's Emily Gonzalez with the story.
On March 7th, the Admissions Department hosted a freshman registration night where they helped parents through the process in person. They registered over 162 incoming freshmen, but according to Ms. Ontiveros, they expect even more to register before the fall.
If I had to make an educated guess, I would say it would be between 200 and 230 freshmen.
With this number of increase of students in the building for next year, Ms. Patrick says that they are going to accommodate the new students by hiring more staff and adding a new class for freshmen.
Plan on adding teachers to every department. We've discussed kind of reformatting the cafeteria, maybe adding additional lunches to make sure that we service the needs of the students in accommodation.
They are confident that this rising number of freshmen will transition smoothly based off this year's freshmen.
I think the freshman class this year has done a great job of meeting our expectations. I think that, initially having a large group, we were a little concerned that they would change culture, but this group has assimilated very well to high school.
Ms. Patrick says she thinks our school is ready for the new incoming school year and has a strategic plan.
And finally, last Friday, the Women's Empowerment Club hosted an after-school event for middle school girls in the Stream Lab. Here's Heidi Salazar with the story.
The Women's Empowerment Club celebrated Women's International Day on March 8th. They talked about how on this day we celebrate justice, dignity, hope, equality, collaboration, appreciation, and we pay respect, especially for the women who have fought and risked so much for us to be as equal as men. The Women's Empowerment Club celebrated by writing a letter to their favorite female teacher or staff member.
I decided to join the Women's Empowerment Club because I live in a household full of girls, so it's always been very much women empowerment in my house, so I feel like that was a perfect club that I would fit in.
I decided to join Women's Empowerment Club because I feel like overall, the past 4 years of high school, it was not hard, but kind of hard to meet new friends. So I thought making girls more comfortable, make it easier for their future high school years.
The Women's Empowerment Club had an outreach on March 10th for the middle schoolers. The girls wrote letters to the women in their life that they appreciate. This club helps younger girls become more confident.
I think this club can help younger girls by kind of like making them more comfortable with themselves, making them more comfortable around other girls, their self-esteem, especially with social media and everything. Like, you kind of just want that support from other girls sometimes.
And I feel like it's really nice to have like older role models to look up to that like you can relate to, or like have gone through whatever you've gone through, so you can like talk to them, because it's kind of hard to talk to people at home sometimes. So I feel like this club could be very helpful, so you can reach out to people.
This club has created many bonds and has helped many girls of all ages become stronger and supportive towards each other.
In sports news, Bishop Noll's newest spring sport, boys volleyball, kicked off their season this week. The team lost to Hammond Central on Monday and Lake Central yesterday. They will play Ileana Christian on Tuesday and return for a home game against South Central on Thursday. The baseball team will play their first home game against Munster High School on Monday at 4:30, and girls softball will play at Hammond Central on Tuesday at 4:30. Last month, the athletics department announced Noll's newest coach, Tyler Milby, as the new varsity football coach. Here's Adrian Guerrero with the story.
The Bishop Noll Athletic Department announced the new head football coach last week. Tyler Milby, a former assistant coach at several region high schools, will take field for the Warriors.
He was the defensive coordinator and linebacker coach for Calumet New Tech. He said we were going to run a 4-3 defense, which is 4 linemen and 3 linebackers. And we were going to do most passing plays because we do have good receivers on the team, but we never showed them off. And we have good linemen on the team. So it's a chance to prove that everyone has something special on the team.
With a new head coach for the football team, they say they will see a shift and change between practices and their defense.
With the new head coach, he said most practices are going to be aimed on 7-on-7 and teams with somewhat conditioning, but not as much as we used to.
Mibley had met with the team last week to introduce himself. Before coming to BNN, Mibley was the defensive coordinator and linebacker coach for Calumet New Tech. Prior to that, he was an assistant coach at Wheeler. He previously played high school football at Lowell. I am dedicated and committed to building the best high school football program in Indiana, said Mibley in a press release. The football team thinks Mibley is a good new head coach because of his enthusiasm and dedication to improve the team, and they are all excited to start a new season with a new coach.
Just good discipline, getting the team together, getting them on their stuff, getting us wins, making sure the players know what they're doing, make sure everyone knows their assignment.
And finally, the hockey team is living off the high from the state win 2 weeks ago. Here's Gabby Gomez with the coverage from the state championship game.
On March 4th, the Bishop Noll hockey team defeated Lakeshore St. Joe with a score of 4-2, making them the 2022-2023 3A state champions.
I think you always go into the season thinking that you're going to win state, because that's a good mindset to have. So that way you get the players to work hard. If you would have told me at the beginning of the year that we were going to be state champs, I would be super excited and probably say, yeah, that's about right. But did I expect it? No, but I expected to compete at a very high level.
During the game, Logan Stump had assists on the final point, making the score 4-2.
So a lot of our players did make some big contributions. Although they may not have shown up on the score sheet, like we had for our defensemen, Julian Orozco, Kyle Sapowski, Alex Herrera, all make significant plays during the game that contributed, to us competing well in the state championship game. All 3 of them made amazing plays on defense. Logan Stump specifically had, I believe, a couple assists in the game. Ethan Rapaz had some assists as well. Christian Clemens had some good plays as well, getting pucks deep into the zone, and those are things that don't always come up on the score sheet that get mentioned, but every player made some sort of significant impact.
Mr. Smith talks about the team going pure and has a 3, 5, and 10-year plan.
So our goal has always been to become, all 100% Bishop Knoll students. We're trying our best to try and get that, sooner than later. We do have like a 3, 5, and 10-year plan in place. So hopefully, that 3-year plan comes a lot quicker. And then the 5-year plan, of course, with getting into like the Chicago Catholic League and things like that, that's all part of the process. But we can't do that until we are 100% Bishop Knoll students. But we have pipelines in place for the youth programs. A lot of kids that are 5th, 6th, 7th graders are now taking notice, and that state win does help us, where now more people are talking about coming to Bishop Knoll.
Although the team has won state championship at the 3A level, ISHSHA has yet to determine if the Warriors will be moving up to the 4A level.
I do believe we're going to be back competing at the 3A level for sure, if not, 4A level. But with the players that we have coming back, I really honestly think that we might be having these conversations again next year. So
there's definitely going to be some challenges because some of our top players are seniors, but I think some of the underclassmen can step up this year and make something happen.
This year we ended the entire 2023. We have not lost a game in 2023. We were 14-0 in 2023. So hopefully that continues on into next season, into 2023-24, and we can continue going on and just keep riding this momentum that we have right now.
Hello guys, I am here with
Luis Albert,
and we are going to ask him about St. Patrick's Day themed questions. Are you ready?
No.
What is your opinion on Shamrock Shakes?
I only tried it when I was a little kid. I didn't really like it. It made me throw up.
Oh god. Are you gonna get one this year?
No.
Pronounce these words.
Subhan.
Would you eat chocolate gold out of an old man's crusty shoe for a pot of gold?
Yes.
Name 3 Irish celebrities.
Ed Sheeran, Anna Kendrick, and Stuart Little.
Who was the Irish member of One Direction?
Stuart Little and Ed Sheeran, because they're brothers.
Hello guys, I am here with
Andres Torres Cruz.
and we are going to ask him about St. Patrick's Day themed questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Have you ever had a Shamrock Shake?
No.
Do you plan on having one this March?
Yes.
Do you actually?
No.
Try pronouncing these words.
Siobhan. Tach.
Would you rather dress up as a leprechaun and give a presentation to the entire school, or have a leprechaun follow you for a week?
Dressed as a leprechaun and do the speech thing.
What would you make it about?
How I don't like Shamrock Shakes.
Name 3 Irish celebrities.
Spider-Man 2099, Blue Diamond from Steven Universe, and I can't name a third one.
Who is the Irish member of One Direction?
Harry Styles.
Can you name an Irish city?
The Rainbow.
Hello guys, I am here with
Mr. Gleason.
and I am going to ask him St. Patrick's Day themed questions. Are you ready, Mr. Gleason?
I am.
Have you ever had a Shamrock Shake?
I have, yes.
Do you like them?
Not anymore. They taste like toothpaste.
Can you pronounce these 2 words?
Shoban and Tag.
Would you eat chocolate gold out of an old man's crusty shoe for an actual pot of gold?
How much do I have to eat?
Like, his entire shoe is filled with that gold. Chocolate gold.
Chocolate gold.
Yes.
But out of a shoe. I'm a private school teacher. I don't need money. That's okay.
Would you give a presentation in a leprechaun outfit to the entire school, or would you have a leprechaun follow you for a week?
Leprechaun follow me for a week.
Why?
What's the downside?
He's just bothering you.
Is he malicious?
What does that mean?
Is he gonna hurt me?
Maybe. You would have to find out.
Yeah, I'll have the leprechaun follow me for sure, 100%.
Name 3 Irish celebrities. Mr. Gleason is one.
Mr. Gleason, Jackie Gleason, and Jack Gleason, and my bloody Valentine.
Do you know who the Irish member of One Direction is?
I don't know any members of One Direction.
Ever heard of Harry Styles?
Harry Styles is One Direction.
Man. How do you say it? Jostins? Jostin? Hi, I'm AJ.
I-72 win in the state. Nope.
I was like ahead the whole time, so it kind of like double effort.
Came off the high from the 2. Nope. And finally,